Hey y'all, you're listening to Criminalist Behavior Podcast. Today we're on episode 7 and we're going to be talking about local massage parlor that's in cahoots with human trafficking and drug trade. If this is your first time listening, hi, my name is Sarah Soudier and I'm your host for Criminalist Behavior Podcast. I want to thank you for listening to the show and I hope you enjoy it. Trigger warning. This episode may contain content of a graphic nature, including descriptions of physical and sexual violence against adults and children. Listener discretion is advised. So, Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's deputies ended up getting word that there were local massage parlors possibly doing drug trade and human trafficking and prostitution. So, Terrebonne Parish Sheriff Tim Saunier did a local investigation, and it's due to having reports of so-called massage parlors conducting prostitution and human trafficking. Deputies executed search warrants at 4 local massage parlors, and one of them is on Corporate Drive called My Massage. Another one located on Polk Street called Moon Spa. A second one on Corporate Drive called LA Spa Massage. And the last one is at Best Spa Massage on North Hollywood Road. All of this happened in Houma, Louisiana. Deputies say a search at the businesses led to seizure of $20,000 in cash, several vehicles, and cocaine. Sheriff Tim Saunier arrested 8 offenders in connection with this investigation, and they all operated in Terrebonne Parish. They confirmed over several weeks that, joint with the Narcotics Task Force and Special Victims Unit, they found that prostitution and human trafficking were actually taking place through these massage parlors. On September 22nd, 2022, Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office agents and detectives were assisted with Louisiana State Police Criminal Investigations Division, United States Custom Emergency Removal Operations, Thibodeau Narcotics Division, Homeland Security Investigations, Terrebonne Parish SWAT Team, and this is where they executed search warrants at all these massage parlors. Throughout the investigation, they discovered evidence to support that 2 individuals were the sole owners of all of these massage parlors, and they were responsible for managing the establishment that indicated human trafficking was conducted to the day-to-day operations. So this was normal operations for these massage parlors to do this human trafficking. This particular case doesn't involve any specific victim, as the victims' names were not released in this, but human trafficking was taking place with all these locals at these massage parlors. So agents and detectives arrested the following offenders that were part of the investigation. Sorry, I lost my place, y'all. The married couple of Yuhan Gayo, 39 years old, of Houma, and David Kello, 55, of Houma. They were the 2 that were managing all 4 massage parlors. Yuhan Gayo, 39, of Houma, was arrested on charges of massage parlor prohibited sexual conduct and human trafficking. And she was later released on a $150,000 bond by local judges and remanded to the custody of Immigrations and Customs. David Kello, 55, of Houma, was arrested on charges of human trafficking and pondering. Kello remains jailed on a $1.5 million bond. Du Huying, 55, was arrested on charges of prostitution and later released on a $20,000 bond. I might butcher this name. I do apologize. Xueling Yang, 55, of Wagman, was arrested on charges of prostitution by massage and possession of cocaine and remains jailed on a $2,500 bond. Jinling Ma, age 44, was arrested on charges of prostitution by massage. She remains jailed on a $500 bond. Yuan Qiong, age 54, was arrested on charges of prostitution by massage and released on a $500 bond. Randy Tyler Richards, 22 years old, was arrested on charges of solicitation for prostitution and released on a $500 bond later. Yumai Huang, age 59, of Des Allemands, was arrested on outstanding warrants through Jefferson for pondering and was released to the custody of Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office. The sheriff, wanted to commend all of these people, part of law enforcement, for coming together and bringing this investigation upcoming and closure to the situation happening in Houma, Louisiana through these massage parlors. And he stated, open quotations, "Our ability to bring offenders to justice is more effective when the community is involved. I'm very happy we were able to bring an end to the operation of these businesses in Terrebonne Parish, and hopefully this investigation leads to more arrests and the recovery of victims of human trafficking. Human trafficking and prostitution is a very serious topic which seriously impacts lives throughout our parish, state, and country." Close quotations. Again, that was from Sheriff Tim Saunier. And in case y'all don't know, human trafficking is not out of your area. It is happening in your local areas. Places that you would never even imagine. And sometimes this is not even located on the news unless a big story with multiple businesses like such is brought to light. And this is something that needs to be on the news. Everybody should be aware of their surroundings and their businesses. And human trafficking is a crime that targets and exploits individuals in vulnerable situations. So, with the sharing of resources, knowledge, and information across all these different platforms, we can join efforts to improve efficiency and effectiveness of investigations. If you are a witness or aware of any human trafficking activities, you are asked to call the Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888 or star LSP, and that is star 577. In cahoots with all of this, there was a prevention grant that Terrebonne Parish had local officials work together to combat human trafficking. This grant was part of the U.S. Department of Justice and administered by the governor's office. It allowed officials to hire a child and youth trafficking coordinator who will serve in our local parishes in this particular area, Terrebonne and Lafourche Parish, along with the surrounding areas. The money is being used to fund a 2-year initiative called The Collaborative, where 9 regional coordinators work as a team to stop child and human trafficking in Louisiana. Terrebonne Parish received $24,600 in grant money and $48,000 the following year to do its part. And the local coordinator will provide the public with a direct point of contact to report possible human trafficking. So, Macy Hidalgo is one of the representatives that will serve as a liaison responsible for providing statewide resources and the services to assist those families and victims that were part of human trafficking and were able to survive and get back to their what once was normal life. And they're going to create teams with representatives from several agencies and departments to come up with strategy to help trafficking victims, to get them back to their normal lives as much as they possibly can. Being a victim of sex trafficking, I can't imagine how the victim or the families of the victims may feel. To know that something simple as a massage can lead you into being trafficked. We are not dispensable. We are human. We are not dispensable. This should not be happening. So you need to learn to recognize the signs and identify potential victims, because this is how you could stop it from getting worse and progressing, and to help those that you love, like family and friends, be aware of each situation and how the turnout can be. So, excuse me. So, according to a recent report from the Department of Children and Family Services, there were 744 cases of human trafficking in the year 2018 in Louisiana. 744 cases. This is just the state of Louisiana. That is a lot. And I bet you didn't hear that on the news. Y'all won't hear it. And it is in your backyard. People are being abducted from grocery stores, malls, fairs, parades. If you're in our local area, this is something that can be prevented, and you need to watch your six. And always, always, always travel with someone. Don't be traveling alone. That is not good. So, if you want to reach Hidalgo, she could be reached at 985-872-5437 or by email at macyhidalgo@tpda.org. And she could help you get the resources or information you may need if you know of a human trafficking possibility. If you are a victim or know someone who is a victim or family affected because of this. So the Louisiana Board of Massage Therapy, they first want to make sure that people are aware of reputable massage therapy businesses that are referred to as massage establishments and not parlors. Because massage parlors are something that is usually doing something shady, such as drug trade, human trafficking, or prostitution. There is a Polaris project that there is estimated 9,000 and plus massage parlors or illicit massage businesses, which is also known as the acronym IBM. And these massage parlors and massage businesses, as you will, that are doing illegal activities. And they are located in every state in the country, earning about $2.5 billion every year. In addition, these illicit massage businesses are part of organized crime that lead to illegal drugs, weapons, money laundering, pondering, and like I said, human trafficking and prostitution. So, as per the U.S. Department of Justice, trafficking is defined as the recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, or obtaining of a person for labor or services through the use of force, fraud, coercion, for the purpose of subjection and involuntary servitude, peonage, debt, bondage, or slavery. That is the definition of trafficking. They may take someone and use them for sex, use them for working their businesses, whatever. I can't even get in the mindset of a human trafficking person and what they will be used for, but they will literally force this person and threaten this person to do things for their personal gain. Victims are normally coerced by someone that they meet online or someone who is close to them. It could even be family members. Traffickers control victims with a variety of traffics that include physical harm, emotional brainwashing, abuse, and isolation. Victims are often threatened with deportation, arrest, and shame to their families if they quit giving these traffickers what they want. They are mainly recruited outside of the United States, and the general, I guess you would say, highlight of these traffickers are mothers in their mid-30s to late 50s. And they are promised better income for their family. They look out for all these vulnerable people. And traffickers don't always necessarily have to be women. Men can be included in this as well. They have no idea that they're going to be sexually exploited and become trapped by debt that they owe to traffickers. So this could be a drug deal gone bad, or somebody lending you money for favor, whatever it may be. But they hold that over your head and make you do as they will for their gain. So force is rarely an element of massage parlor trafficking. Instead, victims in massage parlor trafficking are controlled by traffickers through a complex mixture of cultural manipulation, fraud, and coercion. They tell women that the police are in their pockets. So they are telling these victims that they got paid people on the police force that no matter who they rat to or try to tell, that no one's going to be able to save them and they're going to be found and whatever happens, happens. So the victims get in this mindset, well, hell, I better do what they do because there's no one I could go to. There's no one I could call and talk to. The police are in with them. And that's not the case. Now, yes, that can be the case in some areas. As you know, they got movies that make this. But, y'all, report it. Even if you yourself don't report, tell someone. Someone could help you. Someone could get you out of this situation. Please don't feel that you are trapped. Please reach out if you can, any chance that you can, to try to let somebody know that you are in danger. So there are several different indicators that could help people realize that, hey, this may be happening. And this is, they may offer services at a lower price than any other person in that line of business in the area. They may only accept cash. Surveillance cameras may only be in uncommon places like the massage rooms, the restrooms, fitting rooms. Women will ask for a large tip or express any malplay on why they didn't get tipped more than they feel they should have been tipped. They will advertise on a list of websites or show women dressed to suggest interest on their websites. They also indicate that women are living on the premises or men. This particular case involved women, so that's why I'm saying women. They have no intake paperwork for customers, and they falsify forms to protect their clients. Most of them are open 24 hours or offer late night services, and they have to be buzzed in to get into business. So that right there, if it's just a local and operating massage business that is actually being legal and legit and doing what they are showing to be or advertising to be, baby, you're not going to be buzzed into a massage parlor. It's a walk-in thing. You're going to fill out the proper paperwork as you would if you get a membership, depending on what it is. I mean, there's something that will tell you something doesn't feel right. Trust that pit in your stomach. There's no way that they will make you not just fill out paperwork or anything. You can't just walk in and just be like, okay, I'm good. No. Y'all know. Most of these places may also not speak very good English or little to no English at all. And the windows are blacked out because nobody can see in. An employer may ask to speak or answer questions on behalf of other employees. And there are no signs or posters advertising fair labor standards, minimum wage, or workers' rights. So if you walk in there and you don't see any of that, red flag, y'all. Blacked out windows. No, thank you. This sounds like an abandoned building that you had to be buzzed into, like The Sopranos or something. Like, no, y'all, this is not happening. The Louisiana Board of Massage Therapy takes its role of protecting the public very seriously. And if you suspect human trafficking or illicit activity taking place in any of the massage businesses, you are asked to report this information to the board by filling out a complaint on the website. You can file as an anonymous person, and you could also email them at admin@labmt.org, and then report the same information to local and state authorities by using the resources such as your local police department, sheriff's office, the state police. There's also different ordinances regarding massage establishments that you could report to in each parish or county for that matter. There's a Louisiana Human Trafficking Task Force website. That is humantrafficking.la.gov. And the National Human Trafficking Hotline, like I said earlier, I'm going to repeat this just so you can know. The National Human Trafficking Hotline, 1-888-373-7888. Y'all, please, if y'all know of something that, even if you don't think it is something major, you'd rather be safe than sorry. If you see something that doesn't seem right or makes a big ball in the pit of your stomach, speak up, speak out. Get these people help or yourself help. Get them out of the situation. No one should have to be living like this. For victims of human trafficking nationwide, you could always dial 211 to be connected with a person, and they could give you resources that you may need. You could dial anywhere in the United States. You could also text the word help to 233-733. That word acronym for that number to text help to is text help to Be Free, BEFREE. So text help to 233-733 if you need it, y'all. This is a case that is not victim related, but instead, this is several victims. Human trafficking is real. It's in your backyard. It is surrounding you. There are Amber Alerts popping off all the time. Y'all, please be aware. Please be aware of your surroundings. And if you know someone or you see something, please don't hesitate and report it. You'd rather be safe than sorry. Rather save a life than just think that it's nothing. If y'all enjoy the show, please rate, follow, like, and review us on all your local podcast apps. That's Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts. And be sure to come back next week. Actually, I'm probably going to put an episode out on Thursday, as this one's coming out on Tuesday. So look for that on Thursday. And that is going to be how a son shoots his mom and then tries to shoot his father on Easter Sunday. What? Yes, y'all. Son shoots his mom on Easter Sunday and then tries to shoot his father due to an argument that came to light. Until then, this is your host, Sarah Soudier, and don't forget to like, share, follow, or subscribe to Criminalist Behavior, a Louisiana true crime podcast. Thank you, and I really hope you enjoy your day. Stay safe out there. Be aware. Thank you.